What's up, guys? So I'm super excited to give another message this year. Last year, if you were here, I gave a message on closing, and a lot of the messages at NET are about selling because that's what we're here to do. That's how we make our money, but Cutco is a service company. If you were in the Hall of Fame breakout yesterday, there was a recurring theme of service. Josh Mueller sold 750,000 of his million to his past customers because he has great service. So all the messages we've had Tuesday, yesterday, today, they've been awesome, and I'm super excited to bring something a little bit different, and I hope you like the theme of this right here. I didn't get my walk-up music, Carrie. Did? I did? Damn, sorry. This wasn't it. Look at the title. Well, it was supposed to be, obviously, The Way You Make Me Feel by Michael Jackson. That was in the notes, but apparently Carrie didn't get that, so not his fault. All right, well, I don't know if he has my exit music either, but. So, let me see what we got here. So when you hear white glove customer service, you probably think like Michelin star restaurants, 5-star hotels, but I'm thinking Michael Jackson. There. Here we go. All right, now we can fully start. And then obviously, I think Michael Jackson, because obviously he always had the white glove, and I brought a laser pointer because I always wanted to use a laser pointer in a big presentation. So look at this, look at that. Look at that. If compliance comes after me, I'm blaming all of you. So, also, I was going to have JPB come up and perform his top 50 Michael Jackson songs, but I realized that we wouldn't have enough time for that. So, this message may not get you to sell that ultimate or that package right at the booth that Luciano and Justin just did an amazing job on, but this is what's going to get you those kitchen upgrades and the family program 10 times over as the years progress. So that's what I'm excited to go over with you guys today. So, let's see what we got here. So I have 6 keys to high quality customer service. So we got the service first mentality. We have authenticity, follow up and follow through, going above and beyond what's necessarily required, generosity, and the forever guarantee, as we all know. So I put a few pictures here, and throughout my message, you will see some of the screenshots from my Facebook group, some text and stuff like that, because a month before this, in preparation for it, I wanted to get my actual customer feedback so I can make it really personal and give some stories at the same time. So these pictures here, that top one right there, Cindy and Kenny, I had met them from they were just a referral. And you can see all their knives they have. Their uncle was a butcher, has a million things. So they were actually a kitchen upgrade. So I don't have it up here because they're the best customers. I have it up here because year after year, I see them at the Balloon Fest. This was 19, 21, 22, 23, where we actually went to their new house. They invited my wife, never met her before. They just wanted to spend time with us. So when you build the right relationships and you have a service first mentality, you will build a lot of these relationships with a lot of your customers that they want to hang out with you, they want to meet with you. It's not like this is a 30-year-old couple, and we had a great time. They were awesome people, and I asked if I could use their pictures. They gave me the permission, and I can't wait to send them the screenshot of that. So show up to your appointment that it's like it's your job just to sharpen knives and then leave. Build rapport, get to know your customer. Catch up on things since the last time you saw them. You're there for the customer. Yeah, we want to make money, but you are there for the customer. Because again, Cutco is a service company. The forever guarantee is service. Yeah, we make really sharp knives, but that's the reason why people buy. If you treat service the way you treat your CPO, you'll see the difference in your numbers over the months, and the years that you are with Cutco. Can you get home from that service call, look at the man in the mirror and say, hey, I served at the highest level? Service first mentality sets you up for a great long-term relationship, like I said before. People love doing business with people that they like. If you do all the right things from the start, you already boost your chances tenfold. We all know this, you can only make one first impression. This also makes customers want to refer you to family and friends. Nobody likes a pushy salesperson, so don't be that person. If you show up trying to help your customer and get what's best for them, rather than what you want to sell them, they'll see that and they'll appreciate it. There's been plenty of times I've sold somebody off an Ultimate for a signature or off a signature to a homemaker because it was better for them, because it built the trust. And eventually, if they do want it, I could always upgrade them because I will be around. The reason I titled the message The Way It Made Me Feel is because that is literally all about customer service. Obviously, there's a few puns in here, a few plays on words because I like that stupid stuff. But that's what you have to remember. So you want to create those raving fans. And you know why? Because angry customers are 2 to 3 times more likely to write a review than happy customers. Try to flip the script on those numbers. Make it so that your customers want to refer you to anyone and everyone without you even having to ask with your referral list, with your lead sheet. Service first. So, authenticity. Be authentic. Be you. Whatever makes you, you be that person. You are hopefully forming a long relationship with this person if you do it the right way. People should be buying Cutco from you for years and years and years. They shouldn't stop buying Cutco from you if you're doing it right and they're buying it as gifts for their family, for their friends, for their businesses, for everything. Don't be in it just for the sale. Have fun with the customers. Have a little bit more enthusiasm or charisma, especially at the booth. Make it fun. Good energy leads to more good energy for everyone. So it'll break in the middle of this. So this is one of my customers, Cindy, who I met at the Big E. And the thing that I prompted on my Facebook group, I was like, hey, what is one time, if you could comment, that either I myself or Cutco went like above and beyond to give you just such high quality customer service, or that white glove customer service. She was like, hey, with so many customers you have, you've always had the time to respond to my questions quickly. You're very knowledgeable about Cutco products, willing to share your knowledge and do so without being pushy. Again, that important part right there. You always let us know about sales and savings. Again, keeping in touch with your customers. Personable, connecting with the clients, sharing pictures of people, things, events that make you happy. You are the best. So getting a lot of these comments, it's like, all right, cool. I didn't do this to build my ego. I did it because obviously I wanted to help with this message, but just see what my customers are actually thinking of me as a person, as a salesperson, as their Cutco guy for the rest of their life. Show that you care and be a good listener. So this was also a theme throughout some of the messages, is actually listening. Being in sales isn't just about selling. It's about listening and learning. It's human nature to want to always talk about, to talk or give feedback, but sometimes all someone needs you to do is listen. And that could be obviously in sales, could be in your relationship, it could be in anything that you do. The best closers are the best listeners. Then by selling, we're solving the customer's problems. You have to remember that we're doing something for the customer, not doing something to the customer. So that's going to go hand in hand with what everybody's been saying these past few days. It's like, do you believe in the value? Do you have that conviction? The amount of times that Justin said, are you convinced? And the conviction, it makes sense. And then put yourself in the customer's shoes. Again, I'm pretty sure I heard Brandon say this the other day too. Do you remember the time when you were being sold something? What was that sales rep's demeanor? How did you feel when they were pitching you? Was it a good experience or was it a bad one? Did it just feel scripted and rehearsed? Or were they trying to make a meaningful connection? So the way I think of it is like if you go into a jewelry store thinking about buying your future fiance an engagement ring, that should be the same experience you get at a car dealership if you're dealing with the right salesperson. So following up and following through. A lot of my friends, coworkers in the Northeast region know I am master at following up, and I am actually gearing that towards business gifts this year as well to really make that another pillar. So I'm super excited for that. But following up and following through, in short, is do what you're saying you're going to do, what you say you're going to do. So if you get those sharpening leads from the events, how many of you by show of hands have met a person at an event saying they signed up for sharpening and nobody ever reached back out to them to help? Right? Yeah, it's not fun. Like, what if you had a problem with your car, mechanic never reached back out? Same concept. It leaves a bad taste in the customer's mouth because they don't care that we are all independent. If you are here, if you're behind the booth, you're Cutco. That being said, make sure you do the prep prep the customer on how the service works when it's not factory service. Like, hey, Mrs. Jones, have you ever had in-home service before? Okay, cool. Well, the way it works is that we come in home, we sharpen everything by hand that can be. If anything has to go back to the factory for any reason, I could also help you out with that. After I do all that service, we just update you on the new packages and programs that have come out over the past 10, 20 years. Is that something you'd be open to? Again, because I'm qualifying them. So yeah, with the qualifying them and making sure that, hey, when you go over, if somebody just wanted 3 of their knives sharpened and kick you out, so that doesn't happen to you, because that's not a good experience for you and not a good experience for the customer, again, if you try selling to them. Customer callbacks for following up. They aren't saying no forever. They're saying no at this time. So capitalize on the follow-up since you already put in all the work. You don't want to have them escape. There's a reason we have be-back pads. Don't let someone else get paid for your pitch. I love that mantra because, like, all of a sudden, again, when Luciano opened up his talk, he said the lady had a demo last week with a rep, and she didn't buy, and then he sold her an ultimate the following week. So that rep, whether he's new or not, how good he did, laid at least some sort of groundwork, and then the professional comes in and finishes it. So make sure that you're the one that's doing it and finishing it at the same time. And again, if it's not on the spot, have it in your calendar, have it in your CRM. Make sure you are doing that follow-up, because if it is something they truly are interested, you're not bothering them. And if at some point you are, they'll tell you, you take them off the list, you're done with the tire kicker. So on here, I have a couple of these other screenshots. So Brenda, I had met at an Annapolis boat show that I was filling in for, I think it was 3 years. She said 2, but you kept checking with us until we were ready to buy. It took 2 years, but when we were ready, you were there. You didn't overdo it. You were never pushy or overly salesy. So I called a few times when I realized they weren't ready because their house wasn't selling. They just got added to the CRM, to texting base, and they were getting those messages. She mentioned how many times she had seen Cutco in those past 2 to 3 years, and she's like, hey, no, you were my guy. I appreciate you. I'm never going to buy from anybody else. And then I like joking with some of my customers. So down here at the bottom, this lady never had Cutco, didn't know about it. She's like, hello, is it a possibility you are the same guy from the boardwalk last summer? Obviously, customers, I'm parked here, I'm parked there, I got to go eat, all that nonsense. Yep, I'm still waiting on the boardwalk as we speak because you told me you would come back for that 5-piece special because you were parked here last September. Like, and I know that because I have good notes in my CRM too. Good memory, but I know that's Donna. I don't even have to have a name on there. I know her last name too, but I won't say that because it's being recorded. But since then, she has also bought more. All right, and then for response time, your response time is directly correlated to how you view that relationship or how you view the opportunity. Do you answer that text saying that they want an ultimate set just as fast as that text that says their paring knife has a broken tip? I could probably say for most people, it's not. At the Business Gift Summit, I forgot who said it. It was one of the ladies. I don't know if it was Chelsea, Katie, Deanna. It was one of them, but they were saying like there's a one-touch rule. If you get a text or you see an email that could be answered in 20 seconds, 30 seconds, just do it. If you don't, it keeps piling up, and then you have all those texts you have to respond to, all those emails you have to respond to, when you could have just done it right there and deleted it and gotten rid of it. So your response time is going to dictate how much work you have to do that week, that month, whatever it might be. And customers appreciate when you reach out to them right away. I was talking about this at my roundtable yesterday. I had somebody reached out to me at 3:01. I was up in the room during the break. Hey, did my friend get that housewarming gift? He was worried about it because he didn't hear back. I was like, oh, it literally got delivered an hour ago. You'll probably hear from him soon. And that response was at like 3:06. And he said in the text how much he appreciated the quick response and everything that I do for him over the past couple months as he's been buying for his kids and, again, that housewarming gift. So will you be there for your customer? So go above and beyond what is required. So I've done, I know it's a little bit small, but I've done a couple different messages where I'm always showing when I'm doing my iPad at the booth or upgrades and stuff like this. Somebody had was talking about the quad fold from Vast Action. Like I said, the one that's up at the top. I have had hard copies in the past, and I pretty much moved more towards my iPad because I'll screenshot it, send it right to them. They're not going to lose it, and I have the record also, which makes it easy. Makes it so easy to upgrade and build their sets over time because I have all these things. So again, I can't tell if you could tell from here, but there's a few different dots on like each one because this one sheet lets me know what this customer has in their home, their vacation home, and their RV in different colors. So I send it to them for that extra level of service because they said it makes my life easier and it makes their life easier because now I know what they have, what they need to finish their RV set, and on the second page, what they're looking at cookware-wise, flatware, and everything else. And the bottom picture, I'm going to skip down to the service call requests just because I'm talking about the pictures. The service call requests are great, and if you guys aren't using it, use the app. Dave, I see Dave Bush over there, right on the side. He'll appreciate this. Use the Cutco app. It's much quicker, much more efficient. I was in the Service Call Elite on Tuesday. It's like 70% more efficient just by doing that instead of the paper order form. One of the other perks, like this customer, I had never been in her home. She bought a few knives from me at an event. But I said, hey, let me do you a favor, because she needed factories. I was like, just lay out all your Cutco on the counter, send me a picture of it, and I'll fill out the form for you. What takes us 2 to 5 minutes, depending on how much stuff they have, would take a customer 20 to 30 minutes because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know the item numbers. Just do this for them. Like I said, if you have the time, if you have an assistant, have them do it. But it makes their life so much easier, and now you have a fully updated account, so you know how you could upgrade them and get the rest of their stuff that they need down the road. So create the wish list. This is also not just for upgrades. This is, again, for wish lists. So what I normally have is, hey, green is what you have. Blue is on your wish list. And then every time we add more, I update it and send them a new copy. So one of the things I'll typically say, again, for planting those seeds, like, hey, Mrs. Jones, I know we aren't getting the Cutco kitchen today, but I love to make a wish list for all my customers so that when those items or packages go on sale, I could personally let you know. This shows that you're not pushing them to buy more than what they're comfortable with today, but that you'll be there to serve them in the future as well. And again, keeping those great notes. This makes your life so much easier because you're just picking up where you left off. You might not have seen them for a year, 2 years, 3 years, but maybe last time you spoke about their family, their kids, maybe somebody who's getting married, whatever it might be, you already know how to pick up where you left off, and it just makes it seem so much more professional because it is more professional. Take the notes of the kids, the houses, the wish list, the important details. Customers are literally like a state of shock when you remember their 3 kids' names 7 years later. And like, I have a good memory, so sometimes I actually do. But other times, I know it's in my notes and in their legacy orders for the CRM. And then just to go one last thing back down to these service call requests over here, especially if you are at an event and they're like, oh, I have that one, no, I have that one, maybe, oh, crap, I don't know. Follow up with me. Most customers literally don't know what they have. All they know if their knives are black or white, and sometimes they don't even know that. Generosity. So obviously Stacy mentioned my group. I've been building that since 2020. It's been awesome. I don't think anybody gives away more Cutco than me, Mike, or except for Mike Dowd. And I'm just talking about like strictly giveaways, not on orders. I'm not giving away stuff on orders. Stacy's laughing. Like my Northeast region, a lot of them are, few of them, like at least my close ones, they're in the coordinator breakout. But if they watch this recording, they know that I am all about selling Cutco on value. Yeah, you'll get a bonus gadget, you'll get 2 gadgets maybe, but when it comes to actual giveaways, use your 1/3 credit. Like give Cutco away. Give it away like it's your job. This is over the past few years, I've given away over $30,000 worth of Cutco. It doesn't nearly cost me that much. There's more promo product. There's stuff you win. There's other things. There's discounted stuff I've gotten. There's whatever it might be. But I'm also giving away good stuff too. Like I have this all in my spreadsheet of like what I give away, why I did it, how much it's worth, all those different things, and who won. So it's all really organized. That was a theme at my roundtable yesterday. Organization is going to help your business succeed or move in the right direction so much faster if you just know where everything is. I'm one of the people that literally has no badges or no icons on any of my apps. Not even my AOL, not even any email, anything that has an icon, it gets up, it goes away. Because I want it clean and I don't want to miss anything work or personal related. Give referral gifts. Have referral credit. Don't be stingy. One of the biggest parts of all of our business is word of mouth when it comes to referrals. Make it so people are excited to refer you, not only because they think everyone should meet you, but because they know there's something in it for them too. Have your own program. Do you give out gadgets? Do you give out a certain amount of credit? Do you build upon it? Does it depend on what the referral buys? You decide. It's your program. Again, we're all independent. We all sell Cutco, but we all could do whatever we want. Do what's best for you and best for the customer. So for value adds, over here, and I'm just using this as an excuse to use my laser pointer now. Value adds, you see that? So send emails or texts that add value to their life. Again, I'm sure a lot of us use Fast Action or something else. Like have those monthly content emails, not just sale, sale, sale. I very rarely post sales in my group because that's mainly for value, for giveaways, for cooking stuff, and people appreciate that. So not only keeps you top of mind, but those monthly emails or texts, they bring value to your customers. If they don't, they'll opt out. But don't be afraid to stop sending because of that. I always give out a Thanksgiving value recipe or tutorial, and it's something I make. It's not just a YouTube link that's like, hey, here's this. The value is so much more when you do it by like yourself and with the Cutco products. So if you have the time, if you have the means, do it. I've had plenty of people come up saying, oh my God, I'd love that recipe you sent, or I've made it, or can you send me it again because I wanted to do that for Christmas. And I'm not the biggest chef in the world, I know how to cook, but I am putting out good stuff out there and people are wanting to try it. So if you do have the means, if you're able to do it, start doing it. Whether it's on social, through your email, through your text, to deliver the value. And last, thank you cards and samples was another big theme in some of these messages. Especially your business gift prospects, I've been learning as I'm building that a little bit more. So thank you cards in every order, whether it's handwritten from yourself, a postcard, whatever it is, make sure they're getting something. Don't be afraid to spend the money, especially on the business gift stuff. Love on your customers, because not only does it give you a good feeling to remember we are all 1099s, the more write-offs, the better. So if you are spending money on that business gift sample, yeah, $50 digitizing fee sucks. But that's also a perk you do if you close that customer. Be like, hey, I already took care of this for you, so that's also something less you have something else you just don't have to worry about. Look how awesome this looks, ready to go, and all of a sudden, 10 gift sets, 50 gift sets, 100 gift sets, what's that $50? It's nothing. I love Brian Carter's throw money at problems. I throw money at problems just because. Makes your life easier. Again, if you have the means. All right, you guys aren't even ready for this next slide. You ready? All right, we're gonna try something because we got 5 minutes. I don't know is Steve-O here? No? So everybody knows we've been doing it for years. We do like the Ric Flair, what was it? Ric Flair, 2 clap and Ric Flair on 3. Do you guys know what a 2 clap MJ on 3 is? Yeah, he did. He does. I like it. All right, so we got one of them. So I'll embarrass myself a little bit up here. I'll do it, and then we're gonna do it on 3. You ready? Oh damn! I need to hold this. I can't clap. All right, so 1, everybody together. 2 clap and a hee hee. 1, 2, 3. All right, now we got a little bit more energy. Now you're ready for the next slide because we got the forever guarantee. Told you guys weren't ready. So, you see I got another little pearl chef knife down there too. Compliance. So, it's the main reason customers invest in Cutco. We know it's the guarantee, the perceived value of buying once, using every day, never have to replace it. You'll sell way more if you sell based on the guarantee than rather how sharp Cutco is. We all know that. It's basic, but sometimes everybody needs a reminder. Hammer it home, repeat it multiple times if you have to. Customers have things go literally in 1 year and out the other. You could have went over the guarantee 3 times. You could have went over where they're made, and they're like, oh, these are American made? Yes, I just told you 4 times. It was in my power intro. So the forever guarantee is something you always fall back on. If you can't go out to their home or schedule them for a service event, you could always give them factory instructions. Like if you're in LA and your customer moved to Chicago, you're obviously not doing an in-home appointment. Have an email template for it. Have a system. Commonly asked questions, whatever it might be. Have a system to get customers taken care of. Keep receipts for the proof. I gotta go to the next one here. So I always have that, this one with me at the booth over here. So it's what I had sent back, and I let them know, like, hey, these knives were 20 years old. They replaced 11, sharpened and repaired the other 11, and it cost me $13 in shipping to get $2,000+ worth of product serviced or replaced. So you have that proof with you at the booth. Make sure everyone knows it. Especially the customers who had their knives for 20 years who didn't even remember or didn't even know it was a thing. They're like, oh, I could get that sharpened? How many times does that happen? Raise your hand if somebody's done, they've had somebody come up to the booth and be like, I love my knives, I've had them for 30 years. And you tell them the service, and they're like, what? I didn't know I was part of this. I'm gonna do that. And then you get their info and send it to them to let them know how to get that factory service taken care of. I gotta skip a couple little things. I got 2 minutes, but not yet. I don't. All right, so that other one that I'm sure you just read it already, but that's like sometimes the best thing you can do for a customer, even if they want in-home service, is recommend that factory service. I'm not going to go to their house and replace 23 pieces. Cutco's going to do that. And now this, I'm going to read this because this is how it's going to sum up this whole message, everything I said, what one customer said on the group. So, Brett, so what I appreciate and value about you is that you always remember customers' names, how you met them, who referred them to you, where you met them, etc. True salesperson realizes that it's not just about selling the amazing product, but instead it's about service. Building relationships with your clients and creating a special personal connection with each person. You embody all those things. Not everyone can do what you do. It's not easy, but you make it look easy. I truly believe that what makes a person great isn't about their biggest accomplishment, but about the millions of little things one does each day to impact others. The personal connections that you created are invaluable. You've built real relationships with people who purchase from you on repeat year after year. But more important, these people don't just recommend you to other people, they insist that their friends and family purchase Cutco from you. That's saying something. So if you get anything away from this message, again, service is always going to be king. Yes, we sell a great product, but the service is where it's at. That is what's going to help you get the repeat business and build those relationships over time. And I don't know, so I don't think you'll know what song to play after this. Let me say, so for when you rewatch or re-listen on Vector Connect, these are 15 of Michael Jackson's songs that I planted in here to finish it off. And Carrie, come on. Nope. Look at the bottom. You got the bottom right there. You've been struck by what? Smooth Criminal. Thank you.